Hello, my name is Lucy and I'm here to do a reading vlog where I become Books and Lala. So if you're a little confused by the title, that's fair. Hopefully I can alleviate some of the confusion. Hopefully this video turns out well. But if you don't know, Books and Lala is a booktube channel here on the YouTube/booktubes. It's run by Lala and she just has some great video ideas. I feel like every video idea she puts out, I go, why didn't I come up with that? Wow, that's so great. I wish I could come up with ideas like that. And I feel like a lot of other people on booktube have similar feelings. If you watch like a lot of these other like recommendation videos or just like people talking about their favorite booktubers, I feel like Books and Lala is on those lists. When you admire someone, you kind of want to like be like them. So I'm going to try and turn myself into Books and Lala for this weekend. Today is Friday, November, date forgotten, but it's a Friday and I'm gonna just do it for the weekend. So in order to do this, I'm going to be doing multiple things. The first thing that I'm going to be doing, and since this is a booktube channel, I'm going to be reading like her. And so I debated on how I was gonna do this. At first I was just gonna like take one of her video ideas and like do that for the weekend because she has so many great video ideas. And then I was like, nah, I'm planning to read 3 books this weekend, which is pretty hefty for me, but we'll see if I can do it. I have cleared my schedule for this weekend of becoming Books and Lala, except for one thing, I'm doing something tonight. So the first book that I'm going to be reading is a book from Books and Lala's favorite series, and that is The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. If you don't know, Lala's favorite book series, or at least one of Lala's favorite book series, is the Raven Boys cycle, the Raven cycle, that's what it's called. And I had already started it, obviously, so I'm not going to read the Raven Boys. And I've actually already started this book. I started The Dream Thieves a couple of weeks ago, but I'm only on page 42. When I came up with this video idea, I was on this page in the book, so I stopped reading it so I could hold off on reading it for this video. The Raven Boys is a series of 4 books, and I think there's a sequel series coming out now that I don't know anything about because I haven't finished this series. And it's like a paranormal romance, not quite kind of thing. The first book is really confusing, honestly, and every synopsis I've heard of this book gives out different details, so I'm not sure what to say, but the basic gist of the story, kind of gist, is we follow Blue and the Raven Boys, who are 4 boys who go to a nearby private all-boys school. And Blue, the girl, comes from a family of psychics, but she doesn't have psychic abilities, but she has a power to like amplify other people's psychic abilities. I think that's what it is. So her family has always told her that if she kisses her true love, they will die within a year. Is that what it is? Something like that. And along with that, she meets these 4 boys, and these 4 boys are on the hunt for this dead Welsh king. And apparently if you find his like grave, you can like get a wish. I don't really know what happens when they find it, but they were looking for it, and stuff happens with that. It's like paranormal stuff because it has to do with ley lines, which if you've never read this book, you don't know what they are, probably. And it's like natural geography and stuff. I don't know, it's weird. But I enjoyed the first book, so I wanted to read the second book anyway, and you guys also voted for me to continue this series literally in like June or July, and I'm just terrible at listening to my audience apparently, so yeah. But this will finally get read this weekend. I'm really gonna try, like today, the goal is to finish this book. So the second book is one of Lala's favorite thrillers, because Lala is also known for her thriller videos. She does like 3 thriller videos and she is constantly reading thrillers. And so I just looked at her Goodreads and she has a shelf called Thrillers, and I went through the top 5 and tried to find one that was already on my TBR, and I succeeded, and my library had it available as an audiobook because all the stars aligned for me. And that book is If We Were Villains. I did not write the author name down. I forgot who wrote it, but the cover is literally right here. You can see it. This I've heard compared to The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, which I also haven't read, and it follows like this Shakespeare troupe who get like really close, and then one of them dies, and then we follow 10 years in the future where one of the people in the troupe, I think who was imprisoned for killing the person who died or something like that, is telling a detective exactly what happened. There's that. I've heard really good things about it from Lala herself and also other people who've read this book. I'm pretty sure kind of widely beloved on BookTube. And the last way I'm going to read like Lala is I'm actually going to be taking one of the books from her November TBR. The month we are in isn't November. It just so happened conveniently that one of the books was on my general TBR, and that book is 3 Dark Crowns. I don't have Lala's opinion on this because she hasn't read it yet, or maybe she hasn't, it's on Goodreads, but I haven't checked. So I've had this book on my TBR for a while. This is a fantasy book series. I think there's 5 books in the series, I want to say. I think the last one just came out, or it's about to come out and people are getting arcs of it. I'm not sure. But basically in this fantasy world, there are like 3 tribes of people, and each tribe has different like magical abilities. One tribe is like can talk to animals or something, or control animals. One tribe is like poisoners and can like poison people. Like, I don't know how that works. And the other tribe, I completely forgot what they do. But these 3 tribes all have different powers. And then each tribe has like a princess that when they turn probably 16, because this is why the 3 princesses that have to fight each other to determine who will be like the one queen of their country, kingdom thing. So that's what I know about this book. I've heard good mixed things about it. I've heard this book specifically is kind of boring, so we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I don't actually know why Lala's reading this. This doesn't seem like up her alley at all, but I'm gonna be reading it and I'll let you know my thoughts on it. Yeah, so that's the first way I'm going to become Books and Lala. The second way is I am gonna steal a little bit of stuff from her videos, I think. In her Booktubeathon vlogs, she had this great idea that I'm just gonna steal. She had people give her Starbucks orders, and she like went to Starbucks and ordered them. So I did that. The first Starbucks order has already been ordered. I'm never going to take you to Starbucks because I always do the mobile order because I don't like human interaction. And I also don't have a car, so I won't be taking you into the drive-thru. But I got my Starbucks order. Someone on Twitter, I'll leave the tweet here, recommended this to me. Okay, I chose it because I already drink this drink. It's a caramel brulee latte, and this is my go-to holiday drink. So this is the first day, I figured why not. There's no taste test for this because I already drink this. It tastes good, I like it, I regularly get this drink. So good job to that person for recommending it to me though. The next 2 drinks, I think I will do like a random number generator, and so you'll see that tomorrow. And so that's the second way I'm gonna be Books and Lala. And the third way, I'm just gonna try and live my life. I think I'm gonna try and cook a meal at some point. Books and Lala cooks, everyone cooks, but there was like a specific recipe I remember in one of her vlogs that people asked for, and then she gave us a recipe, so I'm gonna try and make that maybe, if I can remember what it was. There's that. And I'm also going to be creating a Bookstagram because in addition to being a booktube channel, Books and Lala is also her Instagram. Her Instagram is fairly popular on its own, I'm pretty sure. I actually follow it even though I don't have a Bookstagram. I follow it on like my personal Instagram because I still do like to see book pictures. I'm lazy, so I might make this Bookstagram and then only use it for this video and never use it again. We'll see. I was thinking about just taking pictures and then just posting them on Twitter, but I was like, I should just go all in. The other way I was gonna be Books and Lala is I was going to try, because I know, not that I like know her schedule, that's a little weird, but a lot of the times in vlogs and stuff, she like gets up for work super early at like 7 and like gets to the office before 8, I think, and like leaves early because she has a child that she has to pick up from school and things. So I was planning to get up super early, go to work super early, and then leave super early because we have flex time, so I can come in whenever I want and leave whenever I want. But then I went out last night and I came home and it was almost 2 a.m. So me getting up at 7 a.m. did not happen. And I also lost one of my earrings, which was really sad because I can't get a new one because it was like one of a kind. But we moved past. I did not get up early. I also did not even go into work. I'm working from home today. So I'm gonna do some work today. I won't be reading until like 4 or 5. I'm going to be taking my cat to the vet today. He will be my Liam, I guess. He's my son. My cat's name is Tucker. He's been featured in a few of my past videos, I think probably all of my last few videos, honestly, because I love him and he also needs the center of attention on him at all times. But yeah, I'm gonna be taking him to the vet later, so I'll probably bring the book there. I'll probably be bringing the Raven Boys there, and we'll see how much reading I get done. And I am gonna go out and see a friend later, but I feel like it's in Books and Lala spirit because it's at a bar. It's like cold outside, also in Books and Lala spirit because she controls all of Canada, duh. But she lives in Canada, it's cold in Canada. Therefore, it's Books and Lala vibes, that's how it works. I don't know if I need a disclaimer. I feel like it's pretty obvious that I love Books and Lala's channel, and this is not meant in any kind of negative way. I just thought it would be a fun video to do because I enjoy her videos. So we'll see what happens. Oh, and I guess I should say this was kind of inspired by other people's videos of people just like doing similar things as other booktubers or people. So we'll credit Ali from Hardback Hoarder because she did a video where I forgot what it was called, but it was like, oh, is Books and Lala lying to us? Which was pretty funny and like fun to read, where she read Books and Lala's recommendations and talked about them. And that inspired me to do this video specifically with Books and Lala. And also Kate Kavanaugh's I Write Like Blank series, where she writes like famous authors and sometimes other like author tubers, which made me have this video idea to become someone. So yeah, those two people get credit for helping me form this idea. And also I just like both those people, so they're linked down below along with Books and Lala. But I feel like the amount of people who know of my channel and don't know Books and Lala's channel is like, there are not that many people who know my channel and don't know Books and Lala's channel. That's what I'm trying to say. So, but if you haven't heard of it, go check it out, because I made a whole video based on her. Yeah, I'll check in with you guys later. Bye. Hello, my cat definitely didn't just jump on the table. So today is Saturday. It's definitely not 12:30 and I'm definitely not just starting my day. I came home at 2 again last night and I had drank a lot more than I drank on Thursday night. So I just didn't get up until 11:30. Anyway, I am starving, so I want to eat, but before I start eating, I wanted to show you my Starbucks drink of the day. Like I said yesterday, I was going to do like a random number generator, a random tweet picker to choose my drinks for today and Sunday, and that's what I did this morning. So the tweet that won is this one from Allie. Her channel name is Allie with Books. Allie's Books, something like that. The tweet is right here. So she suggested the chestnut praline latte. She suggested it iced. However, I do not drink iced drinks unless it is literally 90 degrees outside, and I plan to sit outside while I drink the drink. Otherwise, I get too cold. There's no way that I was getting an iced drink, so I got it hot. But yeah, I just got the chestnut praline latte. I don't think I've actually ever had it before, so taste test. You know, I don't know what I expected. It tastes like nutty, which chestnuts and pralines are both nuts. Are pralines nuts? Pralines are like chocolate covered nuts or something. I don't know. They both have to do with nuts. So it tastes really nutty, but still sweet and good. I like it. I probably won't order it again because I like the caramel brulee better if I want a holiday drink, but it's good. I won't regret drinking this. So now I'm gonna eat breakfast, then I'll update you guys on all the reading and stuff and everything else I plan to do today because I'm starving. I'm back. I've eaten breakfast, I bullet journaled a little bit, and now I'm ready to return to being Books and Lala. Today's plan, I want to edit a video. I would like to just finish the Dream Thieves. And, oh, I should talk about the book that I started reading. I did start reading, or listening to, If We Were Villains. I literally never looked up the author's name, I'm so sorry. But I started listening to that. I'm an hour in. It's good so far. I have no feelings really. How long is the audiobook? I don't even know how long the audiobook is. I listen at 2 times speed right now. I'm probably going to speed it up a little bit. Actual audiobook is fine. I don't know. I kind of don't like the narrator that much. Maybe I just need to get used to him. Nothing's wrong with him. I don't know. I just not feeling him. But the story so far is fine. What I said it's about is pretty much right, I think. Lots of Shakespeare things, acting things. I love reading about people who go to like performing arts schools and conservatories because little known fact, isn't that little known? I went to a performing arts high school, so it was not as cutthroat as this. But yeah, I just love everything about it. So it's always a good feeling for me. So that's all the reading I've done. I ended up not starting The Raven Boys when I took my cat to the vet because it was actually pretty fast. I think I was there for like 40 minutes maybe, and that was because 10 minutes of it was a blood test. And like I got there, my appointment was at like 5, and I got there at like 4:40, and I was like, sorry, I'm early, and I got seen at like 4:50. So the reason vets are so expensive is because they're way better than the American regular healthcare system. That's neither here nor there. Tucker's okay, by the way. He got the blood test. He's all good. The vet did tell me that I'm supposed to brush his teeth. We'll see if he lets me do that. Do all cat owners do that? I don't know. That was yesterday, and like I said, I went out with my friends, drank a little bit, a lot of it. Who knows? So today I'm not really planning to do much. I'm going to create the Bookstagram account today. I'm going to post 2 things today, I think. One for yesterday, one for today. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with the Bookstagram account. I don't know, because I kind of want to just copy Lala's like last 3 photos, or 3 of her photos, like recent photos. Like obviously not with the same books and everything, but I don't want to have to tag her and be like, oh, she was the inspo, because I don't want anyone to know what I'm doing right now. But I would feel weird if I didn't tag her and like I copied her layouts. I might just do 3 random pictures. So those are all the bookish things I have to do, and then I have to do some life and mint things. I'm going to visit my sister for Christmas, so I really got to buy the flight for that. I have to do just other life and mint things. So the big 3 things are the Bookstagram, reading the Dream Thieves, and edit my reading vlog or my video for tomorrow. I might go for a walk, even though I just did that whole rant about not drinking iced coffee when it's cold outside. It is like 50s, so it's not that cold. So I might go like for a walk in the park and take you guys along, because Lala really likes nature, as far as I can tell. She goes like camping with her family a lot and things like that. I'm not going camping, but I can go for a walk in the park. There are like trees and things in the park, and that's nature, right? So slowly morphing into Books and Lala. I also had an idea for this video where I do those like people morph things, where you take 2 pictures of people and then it morphs them into one person. I wanted to see what it would look like if I did that with me and Lala's picture, but then I thought that would be too weird, so I might still do it. We'll see. Okay, so it's 10 p.m. now, and I am a failure at having this reading vlog, I guess. So since my last update, I am now on page 106 of the the Dream Thieves, and I don't really have any opinions. I didn't read that many pages today. I read more like 50-ish, because if you saw in like the last clip, I started on chapter 6, because like I mentioned, I had already started this book. The amount that I did read, I don't really have an opinion. It's fine. The writing kind of makes it a slow read, and I don't know how I feel about it. I guess the writing is pretty flowery. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I feel like it's especially beautiful or not yet. I don't know. I'm gonna try and read it until I fall asleep tonight, and I probably won't finish it tonight. I want to, but since I'm definitely going to bed early, I will probably get up early tomorrow, so we'll see what happens then. And then I am 2 hours into If We Were Villains, and that's around 16% of the way through. I'm going to be better about listening to it tomorrow, because I do think I can finish it, because it's an audiobook. It's much easier for me to finish it. Right now, I'm enjoying it. I think it is good that I'm listening to the audiobook, because I've heard from other reviews, and as I'm experiencing it, there is a lot of Shakespeare. And since everyone's an act, like, it does feel good to be listening to something being acted out that they're talking about acting out, if that makes sense. The story is interesting, I think. I have to look up the synopsis again, I think, but we actually don't know who dies. Like, I don't know right now who is going to die. I thought that the mystery was just, like, what happened? Like, why did they kill that person? But we also don't know who it was. I think I know who it was at this point, but I think like we find out as the book goes on, so that's interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna read the Dream Thieves until I fall asleep, and that's kind of it. Oh, I made the Bookstagram. I only posted 1 photo. I was gonna post a replacement photo for yesterday, but I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, if you want to follow me on Instagram, the account is lucie.reads. LucieReads, all one word, was taken, so it's Lucie.reads. It's on the screen right now, and it'll be linked in the description box. I guess as a disclaimer, I don't know how much I'm going to use Instagram after this weekend. Maybe I'll become like a full-on Bookstagrammer, but BookTube already takes a lot of my time, and so I don't know if I want to add another time commitment, so we'll see. I might just post sporadically. Well, we'll see. I think that's it. So that's the Books and Lala thing I did today. I was hoping by embodying Books and Lala, I would get an epiphany for a video idea. I haven't yet, but we still have one more day. Good morning. It's Sunday at almost 11, but this time I've actually been awake for 2 hours. I have already finished editing my video for the day. It is currently rendering, and I figured in the time between it finishing and rendering, I would go to Starbucks and do my third Starbucks drink for the weekend, and also try to get some more reading done at Starbucks. So the Starbucks drink will be a hazelnut mocha, which was recommended by V from Magical V. The tweet is right here. And she's actually my friend, so I'm telling her that the hazelnut mocha actually does not exist. So I don't know how you've been ordering it, but I just made up a recipe for it because I figured why not, like it wouldn't be hard. Like I just added 2 pumps of hazelnut syrup to the like regular cafe mocha and I added 1 pump of vanilla syrup for. I've never had a hazelnut mocha because it's not on the menu, so I will be trying it today. Since I'm going to be in the Starbucks, it'll be a silent taste test, but I'll give you a thumbs up or down. And that's that. As for the actual reading I've done, last night I did not read much more of the Raven Boys. I'm on page 110 from 106. I read like 5 pages and then I fell asleep, but I didn't turn out any of the lights when I fell asleep, so I woke up at like midnight and then I couldn't go back to sleep, but I had already turned out the lights. So I actually did start 3 Dark Crowns last night. I read the first chapter because I was able to get the ebook of it from my library and I can read from my Kindle in the dark. I can't read from a physical book, so I just finished the first chapter. I was extraordinarily confused by the first chapter, but then I figured out what was going on. I went back and read the synopsis, and I think I didn't give you a full synopsis, but it turns out 2 out of 3 of the queens don't actually have the powers that they're supposed to. But I was still a little confused by the end of the first chapter because I don't know what's going to happen now. Yeah, so they're hiding the fact that they don't have their powers from the rest of the general population and the other queen who's supposedly like super powerful. And her power, the powerful queen, is elemental, and the 2 other ones are poisoner, which I think I mentioned, and the animal talker naturalist, I think is what they're called. So yeah, but I'm really intrigued by that. They don't have powers, and also by the poisoner's powers. That's such an interesting kind of power to me, I guess, that I don't quite understand. Yeah, I'm just really not sure how she's hiding it and everything. I'm really not sure I'm going to finish 3 Dark Crowns. I can at least finish If We Were Villains, which I also have read more of. I think I'm now 2.5 hours in maybe, and I'm still enjoying it. Something like really big, not quite big, but something that I feel like is like foreshadowing has just happened. So yeah, that was really interesting. I'm going to probably listen to more of that as I eat at Starbucks because I also get my breakfast from there. Yeah, and then I'm going to try and like power through the Raven Boys. Yeah, I'm back from Starbucks. It's 2:30 right now. I've been back for a little bit. I went to the park and walked around for a little bit after I went to Starbucks. I'm now on page 200 of the Raven Boys. So I read that much while I was at Starbucks. And then I went to the park to walk around and channel more of Books and Lala. I don't know. I feel like this video is so weird. It's more like I'm just taking the essence of Books and Lala. Walked around the park, listened to more of If We Were Villains. I'm on page 200 of the Raven Boys. I am more intrigued by If We Were Villains right now. I'm close to halfway. I'm at 49% when I looked at the percentage of the audiobook. I'm pretty confident I could probably finish both of these books today. I'm currently uploading the video I'm posting today. It will be my Reading Black Authors vlog 2 because I've done one already, so this is the second one. And I decided it's going to be a series. So yeah, that is up by the time you're seeing this. So if you want to check it out, it'll be linked down below and somewhere on the screen. If We Were Villains, I was stressed. I'm still a little stressed. The person who died has died. Kind of now we're just trying to figure out how they, like the person who was arrested got caught. And all I'm thinking is that these people are so stupid. I feel this way about most, like with murderers who try to like, get away with it or whatever. I'm just like, this is stupid. Anyway, on Goodreads, I would probably put like a spoiler section because my thoughts right now are so spoilery, but I'm just like, these are rich white kids. I'm baffled by their decisions at this point, but I am intrigued. I would like to continue reading, and I'm going to continue. The Raven Boys, I feel less. I don't know. I'm just not as intrigued by it. I'm definitely going to finish it. I just don't feel the love that a lot of people seem to feel for this series. I thought by this point in the book, like I would be like super enamored, but I'm not. It's fine. It's good. At this point in the book, I would give it 4 stars, but I'm just not like super in love with it like Lala or any of the people who love the series are. Also, If We Were Villains, I'm not sure if it's really a thriller. Right now, I'm going to continue to listen to more of If We Were Villains, and I'm going to try and clean up my apartment a little bit because it's a mess. All right, I clearly look ready for bed because I am ready for bed, but I did finish If We Were Villains just now, like 2 minutes ago. It's 10:30 p.m. on Saturday. I am going to be extending this vlog because I would like to finish the Dream Thieves in this vlog, so I'm going to read it before I go to bed and tomorrow, and then that will be the end of me trying to become Books and Lala. Really, this was just a reading vlog with a theme, kind of. I don't know, I thought it would be fun. So hopefully you enjoyed this. It's not over yet, but just wanted to put that out there because If We Were Villains, I haven't rated it yet. Like I said, I just finished it like 2 minutes ago. I don't know how to feel. The last ending was the only, I guess, surprise for me, but I don't know how I feel about it. I don't really like it. The thing is, I thought the writing was really nice. I don't care about Shakespeare or know anything about Shakespeare. There was already that against it. I'm sure if you like love Shakespeare, like there's so much of Shakespeare in this, like every other line out of every character's mouth is something from Shakespeare. There's an author's note at the end where the author talks about how many editions of Shakespeare's works consulted for this and talks about how it's a homage to Shakespeare. So if you like Shakespeare, I think you will just like the wordplay, if anything. So there's that. The whole mystery thriller aspect, I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like I kind of expected almost everything that happened. There was one thing that within the story that I didn't expect, and then the end of the prologue I didn't expect, but the regular ending I expected. I expected like who did it, why they did it kind of. And so the journey was interesting, but I wasn't really surprised, which was kind of disappointing for me because I don't know, I feel like I'm pretty easy to surprise with thrillers, so I'm not sure if I was like just really good at figuring things out. It really seemed like not even breadcrumbs, like they were like donuts, like I don't know, it was like whole pieces of bread being left in a trail. Like I'm not sure it was supposed to be a surprise, so I don't really know if this is a thriller. It was on Lala's thriller show. Well, it said thrillers/mysteries, I think, so there's that. But this seems more like a character study, or I guess character study kind of thing about young adults in this insular environment. They went to a conservatory there were 7 people in their senior class. That's a very tiny school. So that insular environment, it's definitely about that. And that was definitely an interesting examination. I talked about how reading and consuming media about performing arts schools or people in the performing arts because of my background and stuff. So I did really appreciate that. I think that's it. I think I'll give it 4 stars. I did appreciate the journey, but I don't know. There was nothing wrong with it. I enjoyed the reading process. So yeah, I think it's 4 stars, maybe 3.5 stars, but I feel weird giving it 3.5 stars because there's nothing wrong with it. That's kind of it for If We Were Villains. What did I do today? Oh, I posted my Instagram photo, so if you're interested, that's also up now. I mean, I guess they all would be up by the time this vlog is up. I think my Bookstagram theme is just gonna be my cat and books, maybe, because I don't know, it's easy. I told you guys that was kind of it for my Lala themed things of the day. I did the Starbucks thing, I went out in nature, and I did Bookstagram. And I read one of her favorite books. Even though this isn't really about comparing my taste to Lala's taste, I don't know, it was fine. It was good. It was better than good, I think, just because of all the research that the author clearly did with Shakespeare. I really feel like if I loved Shakespeare or had read any Shakespeare play other than Hamlet, I didn't read Hamlet. I read Macbeth. They're all the same. If I'd read any Shakespeare play other than Macbeth, I might have appreciated this more. What are you looking for? Okay, so welcome to the end of this I Become Books and Lala reading vlog. I'm not sure if it turned out the way I thought it would. I didn't really have a vision. I just wanted to do things that Books and Lala did has inspired me to do. So to wrap up, it's actually Monday night. It's around 6:30. And yeah, so I just finished The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. I don't know, I had to look at the cover. But just to wrap up everything I did this weekend, I read one of Books and Lala's favorite thrillers, which was If We Were Villains by, I forgot the name of the author, I'm sorry, but the cover is on the screen right now. I think yesterday when I finished it, I said I was going to give it 4 stars, but I think I'm going to downgrade it to 3.5 stars. I read a couple other Goodreads reviews, and I kind of agreed with some of them where they talked about how the characters never really broke their molds, which you kind of expect in a book like that. I was a little disappointed by that. And I did talk yesterday about how I was not surprised by anything, by almost anything that happened, and I do expect to be surprised when it's a thriller. I don't know if thriller is the correct category for this book, though. But even a mystery. So, one of Books and Lala's favorites is not one of mine. So I guess I kind of failed at becoming Books and Lala since I didn't love her favorite books. Other book that I was supposed to read that I didn't really get to, I read the first chapter. I don't know why I thought I could read 2 physical books in one weekend. That's just usually really unrealistic for me. I guess that's my own fault. I should have made more time for reading. I was supposed to read 3 Dark Crowns, which was a book off of Lala's November TBR, and I didn't read that. I think in the beginning of this video, I mentioned how I was like, I'm not sure why that's on her TBR. I think it's because she's running the Buzzwordathon, and the buzzword this round is like words with numbers in the title. And I think actually the Buzzwordathon is going on right now. Anyway, I didn't get to that book. Just want to put that there. And then the third book to help me embody Books and Lala was The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. I feel like a liar. I feel like this has happened so often recently where I finish a book, I'm like, oh, I'll give it 4 stars, and then I think about it for a day, and then I'm like, actually that was 3.5 stars, or actually that was 3 stars. So for now, I'm gonna say 3.5 stars. I think I like this better than the Raven Boys just because I had a better understanding of what was going on, but there was just some plot points and things that I did not enjoy reading about. For example, for some reason, it has become a thing for people to just ignore other people's murderous tendencies. I don't want to give any spoilers or anything, but that's a thing that kind of happened. We just kind of ignore it, and it's so strange for me. So that part really annoyed me. The other part that annoyed me was just the romance, I guess, between Blue and romantic interests. I think whoever it is a spoiler actually, but just that whole thing. I guess they're teenagers, so I can't be too mad at them, but there was a whole conversation in here towards the end that I was like, why is this even happening? So that annoyed me. Good things about this book. The ending is a great cliffhanger. I will be reading the 3rd book. I can't say I wasn't sure I was going to read the 3rd book, but now I'm definitely going to read the 3rd book because I probably was going to read the 3rd book regardless if I hated this or not, just because I really want to see what the hype is about in this series. But the ending was a really great cliffhanger. I really liked that. A lot of people... Oh, I have something that I forgot to mention. This is not something that I like. I meant to mention this when I first started the book on Saturday. Sorry if you can hear their child in the background. I think one of my neighbors just moved in and they have kids and I hear them all the time and their kids are so loud. But yeah, this thing happened in the first few chapters of the book where Orla, who is one of Blue's cousins who lives in the house, she's described as, apart from her large nose, Orla was beautiful, is the quote from the book. And then it goes on to talk about how she has deeply brown skin, which I'm interpreting as black, along with the description of large nose makes me think she's black because one prominent, distinctly black feature is large facial features. And you can ask any, like, probably dark-skinned black person if been made fun of for having a big nose. So I just didn't appreciate that little bit of... I don't know why I forgot to mention it. I literally bookmarked the page and everything, but I didn't realize until today that I'd folded down that page. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out because it bothered me. And yeah, so I know this book was written in 2013, but I'm sure lots of little kids with big noses were reading this then and not feeling good about themselves. So there's that. So back to things I did like about the book, which I can't think of right now. I thought the writing was well done, the descriptions were well done. The atmosphere of this book is incredibly strong. I did listen to parts of the audiobook today just so I could listen while I was going to work and things, and the audiobook is not very good. I didn't like the audiobook for the first book, which is why I wanted to read this one in physical form, and it's the same guy who does it, I think, in this book, so didn't love it. But there's that. But back to the writing, the atmosphere and description of this book are incredibly heavy. I guess sexuality is not a spoiler, so I'm gonna say it. I guess that was a warning anyway, but Ronan likes boys. It's pretty distinctly... Oh my god. My cat is in the closet and he scared the shit out of me. Anyway, I thought it was under the bed. But Ronan likes boys. It's not stated if he's gay or bi or whatever, but it's definitely... It's not even implied. It's stated that he... I guess maybe it's implied, but you'd have to really be reading, like, with blinders on not to see it. But I haven't seen anyone, maybe I just haven't been seeking out reviews of the Raven Boys, which I definitely haven't because I don't want to be spoiled, even though I've already been spoiled, because I kind of know what happens at the end, but not how everything happens and, like, anything else that happens at the end. I know one thing that happens at the end, because I got spoiled on Twitter. Isn't that cool? And I kind of already knew it. Anyway, not the point. But yeah, Ronan likes boys, and it's stated in here. And I don't know, I just think people would like to know that. And I think that's it for this somewhat review of The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. That this is the second book in Books and Lala's favorite series. So I wanted to read it because, once again, I'm trying to embody Books and Lala. Oh, the Bookstagram I created, it still exists. I didn't post today. It is linked down below, and again, the username is Lucie.Reads. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make more videos where I talk about books. Maybe in the future I will try to embody other people. Maybe, probably not. I don't know. This was a lot of work. If you do want me to embody someone else in another reading vlog, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know anything else in the comments down below. Any thoughts you have while watching this video, anything else. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!